Welcome, all my future homeowners out there. My name is Omar Pineda, your Austin realtor with eXp Realty, and today we are in the city of Georgetown, Texas, in a brand new community called Overlook Ranch. And the building we're looking at today is KB Homes. This is the only builder in this community, and they currently have 218 homes available. So not a huge master plan community, and they're going to be the only builder here. That went too fast for me. Hang on a second. Okay, so in the description of this video, I'm going to have a community snapshot. So it's going to be the answers to the most frequently asked questions for this community that you could easily find on the website, but I've consolidated everything. So if you just email me the instructions on the description, I will give you the answers for all of these questions that I think, especially because this community, you can do a lot of customization. You can have a lot of say in the design, and this is going to showcase the earnest deposit, how that works with the design center, how much that deposit is, and what happens in case you have to back out. So those kinds of questions, if you can't read it, it'll be in the description so you can blow it up and you'll see exactly the questions that I'm going to answer for you that I got from the salesperson, so you can have access to that. So let's continue on with the video. So this was by far my favorite floor plan from the 3 model homes that I toured, because this is the 1-story. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1-story, 2-car garage, 1,702 square feet, and it's starting from $385,000 to $391,000. Now, right there on the top right corner, I'm going to pause this for a second, is going to be the construction of the home. Because one thing, when I posted my video of this home tour on my TikTok channel, a lot of the comments I was receiving was that KB Homes isn't the best builder when it comes to their construction and the building materials that they use. So it had a very just negative feedback. So when I spoke with the sales rep, she gave me these slides of their building process, just so I can show you exactly what it looks like as they're going through the different phases. So that's what that top right corner is going to be. They're going to be several images cycling through that. So here we're going to be entering the primary bedroom. One thing I do like about what they did with this floor plan was that the walk-in closet is on the opposite end of the bathroom. So if I know I've worked with some buyers and they don't really like how the walk-in closet is connected to the master bath because of the steam, and they just didn't like that layout. So this floor plan does not have that. It's on the opposite end, and it's a huge 1 walk-in closet. And then here we're about to enter the primary bath. Now here they have it as a walk-in shower, but if you're a tub person, you can definitely change that. Towards the end of this video, I'm going to show you KB Homes website, so you can see just how they have a really awesome website that's user friendly. So you can see exactly the configurations that are possible in this community for this builder. Now, one drawback that I did not like is that it's 4 bedrooms. We like that, but it only has 2 baths, and I don't like that. No, in case you missed it, that was a electric stove, I should say. So this is not a gas community. It's going to be all electric. Remember, if that is a deal breaker for you, keep this in mind, that even though electric is electric, the cleaning and the maintenance for the upkeep is going to be a lot easier than a traditional gas stovetop. So that's something to keep in mind, but I know that's a personal preference. So here are the additional 3 bedrooms. I like how they kind of split them up. You have like this hallway that takes you to all the 3 bedrooms. I think it flowed very nicely, and just having that separation, you felt that. Now there are no walk-in closets. These are all standard size closets. It's for a 1,700 square foot home. That's not something I would expect either. But I wish it was a 4-bed, 3-bath. I think having that just 1 bath shared between these 3 bedrooms would be a future headache. Now you could option out and get an additional sink in the bathroom, so you're not just having one. You're not just having one sink for 3 bedrooms. That could be a workaround. Or you can. I'm sure if you play with the website, I'm sure there could be another workaround if that is a huge deal breaker because you want that additional bedroom. Here they have dual sinks, but that second additional sink is definitely an upgrade. That's what the point I'm really trying to make here. A lot of times for the builders, having an additional sink is an upgrade in if it's the first floor or second floor. One thing that's great about KB Homes is that with their website, you could definitely tell what the upgrades are based off their website. I know if you're ever touring new construction, that's a great question to ask with the salesperson. Like, hey, as we're walking through, can you point out what's an upgrade, what's not? That way you have an idea, because remember, the model homes are built with the most upgrades in mind. That way, the builders presenting their best product. Now, here's the one thing that I know people are going to absolutely love about this community, and the tax rate. The tax rate is 1.81. That is very low for Austin. For Austin, in terms of new construction. If you're looking for lower tax rates, you'll definitely get that in Travis County, but there's not a lot of new construction happening there. Just a lot of custom homes that are millions of dollars, and the real estate there is just overpriced. You're not going to be able to afford that. Here, the homes being built in this community are in the price range of $300,000 to $500,000. That's like this nice sweet spot for, I think, where a lot of buyers can be able to afford homes in that price range. Now the HOA is not too bad. That's competitive, $70 a month. You're gonna have a basketball court, a pavilion, a pickleball court, a playground with walking trails by the pond by phase 2. Now, one thing I'll say with KB Homes is the tax rate, the HOA. Oh, this community, that's what I wanted to say. That kind of was new to me was that they're not going to be building many spec homes, many inventory homes, which is unusual. Most builders are building spec homes before they get anyone to sign a contract. But in this community, you're going to sign the contract first, and you're going to have that a lot of say in the customization of your home. And if you want to change something architecturally, you can also do that too within the rules and the permitting and all that. But that's something that kind of struck me, was that usually they're building, and they're kind of building these spec homes with the upgrades that people mostly want. But here they're going to kind of build to order. So I found that kind of interesting. Again, this was my favorite floor plan by far because it was a 1-story for 1,700 square feet. I think they did a good job at the general layout. I just wish it had one more bathroom, because I do see that as a future headache, having 3 bedrooms on one side with just one shared bath. Now, let me share my screen here so you can see what I'm talking about. So this is the KB Home website. I'm on the floor plan for the one that we just viewed, 1702. And you can kind of see here, as soon as you enter the entryway, that kind of wall, that low wall, was an upgrade. Can you believe that? And you have the great room, and we did the primary bedroom, the walk-in closet, and then you have the 3 additional bedrooms with just that one shared bath. Right now, check this thing out. This is a pretty cool upgrade. Look at what's called the super primary bedroom with super primary bath. Let's take a look at what that looks like. So that's what it looks like. Notice how the walk-in closet just disappeared, and now you have more square footage space for the primary bedroom, and now you have an additional walk-in shower and a tub. Let's take it away. So you see how the walk-in closet was there. That's how the model is staged. And then you have just a tub and your linen closet, and then you have bedroom number 2. So you pretty much absorb bedroom number 2 for the super primary, which if that floats your boat, you can do. Their website is, KB Home's website is great. I think it's very user friendly, and I love how you can really play with it like this, so you can see what the options are on your own, right? And then when you have a good idea of what you want, then you can talk to, and we can talk to the salesperson and get an appointment at the design center so you can see what everything's going to cost. Maybe with the incentives, we may be able to help offset some of that cost. It highly depends. Every builder has some form of flexible cash that you could use to help buy down the interest rate, help pay for some closing costs, or help pay for some home upgrades. They keep it flexible right now, at least, so you can use it to how it's going to benefit you the most, which is awesome. I like how they have that flexibility, because in the past, these incentives were only tied to the upgrades of the home. You never could use it for the low interest to buy it down a lower interest rate or help pay for some closing costs. It was always earmarked for something specific like that. So here, really quickly on the map, you can see where the three models are. Right, we just toured this one right here. This was the 1702 on the at the end of this street, and you can see that this is what they're offering right now. So they have a ton. They've only sold one home so far since they've opened, and I've been there twice since they've opened the last 2 weeks to try to get some footage for you guys. And you can see they have a lot of lots available. These have the premium lots here at the end of the cul-de-sac. Look how large this one property is, 2637. So if you're a buyer and you're looking for a premium lot location, especially at the end of a cul-de-sac, because you want a huge backyard, or maybe you can have a huge long driveway if you have multiple cars, we can definitely see if we can figure that out. If you can get in early enough, right? That's the beauty of, if you're watching this right now, you're getting in early, so you can get a really prime spot location. And again, I think the biggest pro for this community is that tax rate. That tax rate is going to age very nicely in the years to come, because under 2% and it's a brand new construction home is great. Those are two big boxes that you've just checked if you're looking to buy new construction here in the Austin area. So here is the community we were looking at. This is Overlook Ranch, right? It's right off of Westinghouse from I-35. Right, and that's the beauty of this community, is the location is prime. Right, it's right in the middle between I-35 and Toll 130. Right, so if for the most part, if you're going to be working in Austin, you're probably going to be heading south, because that's where the most of the tech sector is. The good majority of jobs are closer towards downtown. So, and I've noticed, because I've toured a few other builders in this community, in this general area, because I'm doing a playlist on brand new construction with low tax rates. So make sure to look for that in my YouTube channel if that's something you're also looking for. And I'm trying to visit as many as I can. And I've noticed in this little area, this little pocket, it's a special area because you have this brand new construction, and you have some of these communities that have that low tax rate of 1.8, definitely under 2%, which is huge. A lot of the master plan communities are 2.5 and above when it comes to property taxes. And that's going to hurt in the years to come, because if home values appreciate, which they will, then that you're going to get that surprise with the property taxes every year, especially with that 2.5%. And that's going to be the huge draw again for this community, is the low tax rate. So that, think of it from a home selling perspective, is that's going to be a good selling point in the future, is having that tax rate, because that's not going to change. Your home value will change, but that tax rate will not. So you're off Westinghouse, you're very close to major highways. So if you're going to work, which again, that was another point I was trying to make, was that a lot of people in this area are generally buying in this area because they work in the domain. They work in the somewhere in the tech sector, and they've done the drive, and it's within a nice commute time. I would say from this community, if you take 35 or Toll 130, right, that's two different ways to go south, right? So you have options. So in case I-35 is congested, which chances are will be, you have another workaround. You could definitely take 130 to get to Palmer Lane, and that's where a huge concentration of all the tech jobs, the corporate offices are off Palmer Lane, right? And so that's not a bad commute time. I would say that's within 30 minutes easily, right? And you're going to be close to so many different things. I mean, being right smack dab in the middle between Georgetown and Round Rock I think is the best of both worlds. There's so many things to do, both indoor and outdoor. And Round Rock is just like the heart of Williamson County. They have Dell Diamond, if you're into baseball. They have Kalahari Indoor Water Park Resort, if you like anything water slides and water parks. You have Old Settlers Park. I did a whole video on all the cool things that Round Rock has to offer. So definitely check that out on my channel. So you're going to have lots of things. You're going to be close to all the modern conveniences as far as a major grocery store and And if you just need to go to, let's say, if you're looking for fine dining, you're going to have the options of Round Rock or Georgetown, right? So I think this community is definitely worth it to come check out because of the location. I think the price point is there. I think we could do a little bit better. If you see the price point on their website and you're within 5 to 10% of that, whatever the price point is, I know I can negotiate that. Because from all the reports that I'm seeing on my end, the market is definitely going in a downward direction when it comes to home prices, right? So I'm seeing price drops within 5 to 10%. So if you're within that range, I know we can negotiate. I can negotiate on your behalf, so we can get you in that price range, get you in that very comfortable kind of monthly payment that you want. That way you're not house poor. And just really quickly on how I operate with new construction. I first want you to fall in love with the floor plan first. Then I want you to fall in love with the community, and then we'll figure out whatever the financial incentives are, because I know I can negotiate that because I keep track of all that stuff. And I know the builders aren't going to let the incentives be a deal breaker, because even though KB Homes is the only builder here in this area, you have Patterson Ranch over here, and where you have 3 different builders, right? And that's just right down the street. You have Perry Homes, you have Pulte Homes, and you have Ashton Woods. So there's a lot of competition, and the builders know that. The builders know that. Look at all these orange houses, or these are all builders in the area. So you can see they're surrounded by competition, and that's why I know I can negotiate on your behalf the terms of the financial incentives, right? And that's why falling in love with the house in the community, that's why that's so important, because I want you to check as many of those boxes as you can. That way you don't have buyer's remorse. So if you like all things new construction, subscribe to the channel, turn on that notification bell, because I upload videos weekly. I keep track of all the new construction happening. I'm touring builders and doing community events on a weekly basis, and I upload on a weekly basis because I do all my own editing, and that's how I'm able to just get everything out very quickly and efficiently. So that way you don't miss out. Especially some of these incentives right now are very time sensitive. And if I upload a video and that incentive is only tied for that weekend or maybe for that particular month, and you're watching my videos way after the fact, yes, you got a chance to see what the floor plan looked like, but maybe you missed out on that crazy good incentive that's happening right now, especially as we're coming towards the end of summer. There's a lot of end of summer specials, and I'm seeing interest rates way lower than what the news is saying. So I invite you to schedule time to talk. So let's quickly say, what should your next couple steps be? If you're looking to buy within the next 30, 60 days, let's definitely talk sooner rather than later. Usually a Zoom call is the quickest and most convenient way for us to get some face-to-face time. But if you're local to Austin, let's meet up in person. I love in person even better to build a relationship with my clients. And if you're moving to Austin from out of state, I love working with my out of state buyers. The virtual call will definitely be more practical, and that way we can figure out what your criteria is. Let's figure out what you want to let's figure out what you want to do while you're living here, so I can see which community is going to be a best fit. Because I have been to so many of these communities, and just look at my YouTube channel. I really explore the community so I can get a really good feel of like what the community offers, and all of them are different. All of them are so different. And that way we can figure out what your criteria is, and then I can figure out how I can be of best of service to you and bring the most value to you. So I'll have all my information in the description. If you want to call, text, or set up that Zoom call, virtual discovery call, we can definitely do that. So I'll wrap things up for this video. I really appreciate you for watching. Again, my name is Omar Pineda. I'm your Austin Realtor with eXp Realty. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.